Oh, and here we
And,
go.
all right, so now getting right into it. Pottsachu skipping the ability to mix abilities right off the bat, so is Supersonic. If you do that,
I don't blame him.
you're going for the wheel ability, which will allow you to go through these first few levels about 5 seconds faster than if you were not.
But it's very risky. If you don't get it, you're losing a bit of time.
Mm-hmm. So pretty clean 1-1 right off the bat. A pretty simple level designed to kind of get you acclimated to some of the basic abilities you'll be encountering, as well as just the physics of the game.
Mostly what they're doing is just making their way through without getting hit with clean movement.
Easier said than done. Kirby's kind of underrated as a platformer in some respects. And Pottsachu takes care of Poppy with the double star. Very nice. Supersonic follows suit. So
those double stars, they can kill some of the mini bosses in one hit, so they're very important to pick up.
Mm-hmm. Nice jump over there for Pottsachu. Supersonic taking a few lumps, but still playing relatively even with Pottsachu as they go to 1-3. Another level that early on a lot of tight platforming, but no problem here. So now they're going to be getting the burning ability, which is one of the most important in Nightmare in Dreamland.
Got really good horizontal movement.
Right.
You're going up and down, it's not a great ability, but side to side like this level is, helps you pick it up.
And by and large, there's a lot of horizontal levels, particularly early on. That starts to change around butter building, but early on you can really use burning to shave some time here.
Which they're gonna try to hold on to until the end of this world.
Yeah, now that mini game that they play at the end of every level, you obviously want to get to 7 because that's faster, but if you miss, you don't want to miss like Supersonic did and have to have Kirby sort of climbing his way up to the next spot because that wastes time.
Ooh, a really nice fight from FasterSuperSonic there.
Yeah, Pottsachu had a little trouble at the end there, so he's still about a room ahead at this point. He's got hyper, so he's just gonna run through this last section here. Very nicely done.
Invincible there.
Yeah.
And now so Sonic.
Yeah, that only appears a handful of times. Ooh, Supersonic almost went into the drink. While you may be invincible, that doesn't mean you can't die, go over the edge.
Absolutely.
So Wispy Woods, the classic first boss of a Kirby game. Keep ramming and ramming and ramming, and that does it. So.
Yep. Burning is not the ideal ability for fighting, but it's so useful for the rest of the levels around it that it still saves time.
Mm-hmm. So 335, World 1 clear for Potts.
Very solid.
Yeah, very, very good. And Supersonic is about 8 seconds behind, about 343.
Which is still a very good time.
No, those are two very good times. And yeah, like I said, burning might not be ideal for Wispy, but it sure is ideal for 2-1 and for the start at 2-2. So
absolutely.
The tornado ability, for those of you who have done a Kirby Adventure speedrun of Timer 3, know that tornado is like the vaunted ability to have in that game. Here, not so much.
Got nerfed. Still handy, but we'll see that used later.
Right. So 2-2. Another pretty simple level with another mini boss with Wheelie.
Potts will be looking for another double star.
Mm-hmm.
Faster is right behind.
Yeah. Okay, got the double. And
good deal.
Wheelie is down.
I like this next room because if I've accidentally taken a few hits, there's a few very free health pots.
Yeah. And again, those who have played Kirby's Adventure may realize this is a little different than what they may have seen in the NES version. And there are a few cases that, by and large, in terms of level design, there isn't a tremendous amount of difference between the NES game and the GBA remake here, but there are some subtle differences here and there. That 2-2's ending is one of them.
Specifically, a few rooms that were made for this wheel move.
Mm-hmm. So 2-3. Now again, I'm going back to the NES. Well, normally, if you were doing the NE% NMG run, you'd be glitching, doing a clip here to get through and skip a lot of what Pottsachu just went through. Well, you can't do that here, so you got to play it through and take the long way to the first Meta Knight arena.
Figures. I guess they didn't want to have their game be quite as broken as the last one.
No.
A few skips would be fun.
Yeah, but the very clean fight from Pottsachu had the order down just fine.
Absolutely. And Sonic is just getting started with it. So far, it looks great.
Yeah, it's about a 15-second difference thereabouts. Pottsachu overall has been a little cleaner in his execution, but 2-4 of Ice Cream Island, another pretty basic level. I believe this is another double coming up. Oh no, Spark. That's right. The Spark is going to be used here on TikTok.
4 hits, I believe.
Yep, one. And right before we can even do anything. Which all mini bosses were that easy. Nice threading the needle there by Pottsachu. Get through that room. So yeah, overall execution between the two runners has been pretty on point overall. Like I said, Pottsachu might be a little cleaner, but Supersonic's only about a couple of rooms behind overall.
Yeah, his execution has been nothing to scoff at.
No, not at all. And we got a lot of game to play, and the challenges have yet to really manifest themselves. 2-5. Dump Sparks. We get a wheel here in the next room, the next area.
Oh, I'm going to need to practice. Whoever loses this game is up against me next, so...
So, added incentive to watch.
Absolutely.
You get to scout your opponent and potential opponent and commentate. Win-win.
Most definitely. All right, here's our the first time we've seen the high jump ability. It's great for the vertical movement, so that up and down.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be using a lot of that in the next world as well, butter building.
Yeah, which is a very vertical-oriented level overall. So Paint Roller is the World 2 boss.
Affectionately known as Paint Troller.
Yeah, well, what trolling? That was about as good as it gets.
Oh gosh, yeah. With that high jump ability, you get 2 attacks. The one when you jump, and you can do a canceling attack. He got all of those very cleanly.
Yeah. So 837, World 2 clear for Pottsachu. Supersonic taking his time with Paint Roller, loses, gets clipped by him. 1 hit to go, but finishes him off.
Not bad at all.
Pottsachu wasn't able to finish with...
Yeah, he lost high jump there.
That's unfortunate, but nothing they can't get around. So about 8:58 for Supersonic.
Not too bad.
21 seconds. Good 3-1 from Pottsachu after hiccups there with TikTok.
Yeah, Sonic had a very good TikTok fight, which saved him a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this again is a little different than what you would have seen in the NES version. That's all horizontal. This is more vertical. This is vertical.
Absolutely.
Good to have high jump for those situations. Well, you'd be dumping it about now, anyways.
All right. Potts is getting real close to one of my least favorite mini bosses in the game.
Bugsy,
I believe. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Suplex.
He's got a lot of randomness to him. Will back away from you,
Yeah.
making it very hard to get good hits on him.
So, Pottsachu kind of keeping his distance on this one and
Playing
takes
it a
care of
little
business.
safe. Yeah.
So, but a good fight overall.
Absolutely.
Sonic's up next. Avoids the charge. Couldn't quite finish for the second charge, but drops him down. Another high jump. Again, you're going to see a lot of that in World 3 if they hold on to it.
Absolutely, MK. This is fairly close.
Yeah, this is a good race so far.
Less than 30 seconds apart.
Yeah, timer's been synced up, which is nice. The 3-3 is a pretty basic level. Nothing. It's really short. It's one of the shortest levels in the game. And 3-4 will be the second Meta Knight arena.
Sonic very cleanly is getting through that little maze area.
Mm-hmm. So, having a little trouble here trying to hold on to high jump for as long as possible, but Meta Knight's buddies aren't making this easy, and down to 1 health, so he's got to be really careful here.
It's a pretty scary place to be. These things take a long time, so if he loses it, he's got it. But that would have cost him a lot of time.
Not quite out of the woods yet. Okay, there's health refill, but
Sonic lost his high jump.
Nice recovery.
Absolutely.
So, ooh, unfortunate death for Supersonic.
That's a quick room.
That's if you're gonna die, that's a good room to do it in, just because you're not gonna lose a lot of time.
Exactly.
So,
Potts is trying to make it to the next mini boss in time, so he can use his invincibility.
right.
But he's good for now.
On bonkers,
Just made it.
Yeah, but nicely done.
Sonic went back, yes, to the
yeah, good to have the museum nearby. But yeah, he's about a full level. He's about a full level behind. Hey, get rid of the bombs before they go off. Good.
Making it up to our first dark room.
Ooh. Wasn't quite able to get the bomb there, but the first bomb, but it was far enough away from the second. A few more jumps.
It's in another one of these very vertical rooms.
Yeah.
Perfect for high jump.
Hmm. So now Pottsachu is about to face off against Mr. Shine Bright. The idea here is first guess correctly which one is going to be first, and then just spam as much as you can with high jump. But this is a pretty simple fight.
Yep. Did he guess moon there incorrectly, or was he still in the middle?
Yeah, it went with the moon first. It was the sun, but
it's all right. It cost him maybe half a second, maybe.
If that.
Right.
14-15 for through 3 worlds. So very good. Very good start for Pottsachu. Supersonic is probably going to be about 40 seconds behind, I guess. Everyone's favorite ability when they were growing up, the UFO.
Oh, I loved it. But they don't respawn when you come back.
Oh.
If you leave, so that always Was troublesome as a kid.
So, good fight by Supersonic while Pottsachu is finishing up 4-1. It is a 15:02, so 47-second difference after 3 worlds. But, you know, the real meat of the games really starts in Yogurt Yards, so we got a lot of game left. And Tornado getting its mileage for the first time, and now has been taken away. So, going through this Poppy Brother infested room.
This one took me a lot of practice to get through cleanly.
Yeah, even in the NES version, this is a room that really, in this room that Pottsachu is in, can be really tight with the platforming.
Getting through those spikes, yeah. But he's got Spark, which is a fantastic ability to take care of these 2 Poppy brothers. Not great RNG there, but very cleanly done.
Yeah.
Now Sonic is taking his tornado through the next room and letting it go.
So 4-3, the airship level.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, this is I remember when this game the NES version first came out, this was kind of one of the selling points, was this level in particular, a really good showcase of the game's visuals, and it's sort of giving an idea of what the game was going to be about. And
it's so fun to run through with that wind.
Mm-hmm.
Really get going pretty quick.
So, yeah, so we got about a nice...
Yeah, Sonic taking out those poppies. Oop.
A little trouble there.
It's okay, he's got it.
Yeah. So, yeah, so 1 level difference now officially after that. So 4-4. Very nice platforming by Pottsachu. There's a lot of enemies in a row there. You got to be careful.
Very easy to take a hit here.
Yeah, that was 2 clean rooms in a row. It's very good. And now Wheel gets another featured appearance. You can try and get ahead of these those crumbling blocks. Very good. No problem.
Not too hard once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you can really just go make too hard of a turn, and you end up losing out.
He makes Fan look easy. That is not a kind boss.
No. And one of the tougher mini bosses in either version of the game. It's another 6.
Absolutely. But now he's picked up his throw ability, which is very handy for the next Meta Knight stage, which will be coming up here in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic is now in that bird room.
Getting his 3rd hyper of the game.
Very nicely done. Sonic made it through.
Yep. Coming on up to the 3rd Meta Knight arena. This tight quarters, but throw ability is going to make this pretty simple.
Sonic went for the quick turns with the wheel ability. Did a pretty good job with it.
Yeah, very nicely done. Burning makes a return here. We use this to get through this next section, these next 2 corridors.
It's very difficult to get right through these spikes for that reason in particular.
Yeah.
It will kill your ability.
Yeah. That's why 4-2, that one spike room can be so nasty, because you have those spikes instantly take away your ability. There's no getting it back.
Absolutely.
But luckily, the game is somewhat generous in that you can just respawn another burning, because that's exactly what you need. So 4-6, gonna have this is gonna be our 3rd appearance of TikTok.
TikTok is one of my more favorite to fight mini bosses.
Yeah.
Not too hard, but still feels good taking them down.
Yeah, 2nd dark room of the game.
Sonic very solidly took out that Meta Knight battle.
Yeah. So Pottsachu getting through.
This dark
Having a
room.
little trouble there getting out of there, but is through.
I never really understood that dark room. It's not hiding much.
No, they hit a lot more in the NES version. High jump, which will become vital for the Krakow fight.
Which he's coming right up on. Yep, exactly one level difference.
Yeah.
And there's our first soft reset. Doesn't take much time at all, just a couple seconds, and it will reset your health and lives to 0.
Yeah.
Much better than taking a death.
Right, this will be important later on if they run into trouble. So, good execution there by Pottsachu. Nice kill, and gets pretty close to even. It gets pretty close to the center of the map, too. So, after 4 worlds, 2106 for Pottsachu.
Making very good time.
Yeah, we're roughly at the halfway point of the game. So, but this is where the game really starts to turn up the dial in terms of difficulty. And using stone to just sail through that falling corridor. Ignoring ice abilities altogether and just moving right on to the finish. Another soft reset. Soft reset.
For the Krakow. Yep,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
No good. So
You're good.
Okay.
You go.
So yeah, we're looking at probably about a 90-second difference in our runners at this stage. Maybe a little bit more. Just depends how nice Krakow is.
Well, if we're at about the halfway point, that's pretty good for Sonic.
Yeah.
PB being about 5 minutes behind Potts, it's about what you'd expect. Maybe a little bit less than what you'd expect.
Yeah. So 5-2, kind of a twisted kind of level. You're going back and forth on this one.
Is this our first time we've seen Ball here? No, it's not.
Yes, I believe that is our first Ball appearance.
All right.
22-22 for Sonic, will say about 76 seconds. So
Ball might be hard to use, but it is powerful.
Yeah. It's one of those abilities you don't really understand until you see like a speed run. Like, wow, who knew it could be so useful?
It took out that, actually I don't remember what he's called. But it took out that mini boss in,
I believe
exactly,
it's called Bonkers.
That's right.
5-3, another appearance of the high jump. Vertical room. He's going to go jumping straight to wheel in the next area. Well, not quite, but there we go.
This is one of those rooms that was built for wheel.
Yeah. You have to be a little careful. He's going to have to kind of stop on a dime. Start and stop on a dime to avoid the spikes. There we go.
All right, Sonic is jumping in with the wheel here. Not the wheel, the ball.
Yeah.
They're so similar.
So another spike room. This really tight platforming, and couldn't quite hold on to the wheel, but gets a couple health back. It's a kind of small consolation.
With only 1 HP? Yeah, I would have gotten it.
Oh yeah.
All right, Bonkers is down when Sonic's stream as well.
Yeah. The 5-4 here will be leading to our fourth Meta Knight arena. Unfortunately, lost Burning there, which actually would have gotten him okay. Well, he could have gotten Burning back, but he's going to go with just
no ability.
No abilities.
It's all right. The Meta Knight stages are generally best without an ability, except for that throw.
Yeah.
very nice there, Pots.
They come in phases in this world, so it's pretty easy to just use regular inhale ability to just run through those guys really fast. So shortcut and get a health refill and use ball to speed through this next part.
Ball breaks the laws of physics by falling faster than should be allowed.
Well, it's Nintendo logic, and don't expect a whole lot of anything resembling sanity in these games.
I wouldn't want sanity. That would be boring.
So 5-5 coming up here.
Ooh uses the little ball trick to make it through the cannonball.
Mm-hmm.
Saves just a little bit of time, but it looks pretty cool.
There, that's what Potts would have liked to do. Sonic was able to execute, so he gets to deal with his Meta Knight Arena.
Oof.
Fortunately, his first onslaught was blocked, and so was the second.
If you don't time that right, their axes will break your star apart.
Good mini boss fight for Pottsachu. Hopping a skip really to the end of 5-5. So you still got about a level and a half difference between the runners. Potts has been able to execute very well overall in Yogurt Yard.
What you'd expect from somebody so high up on the leaderboard. 42 minutes is very, very quick.
Yeah. Only about 3 minutes off the world records, so...
That level was very subtly encouraging you to pick up the wheel ability for this room.
Oh, is that what it was doing? I was just assuming, like, go fast. But, okay, wheel, yes.
It's real subtle, but if you're careful, you can pick it up. What it wants.
Pottsachu was trying to go for, like, a little water skip that I've seen. Wasn't quite able to get it, but still, very quick 5-6. Now, onto...
This is our first mix in the game. It's very simple. You suck in the two wheel abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you hold down A, you'll get the very first item on the roulette, which is always hammer.
Right. And that's very handy for heavy mole.
You can see how fast it took him down. Yeah.
Yeah. So 27:43 through Yogurt Yard for Potts. We come to Orange Ocean, which breaks many a run in Adventure, and I have no doubt it does the same here. It is that we lose an hammer. It's kind of nice to have, especially if you're doing 100%. But we've got burning back at least. That's a lot harder than it looks.
Almost definitely.
That because there are enemies everywhere, and you have to know exactly when you are giving up your ability. And that was a very good finish to 6-1 by Potts.
It looks like the chat is rooting for Potts.
I think we've got team everybody.
Oh, for sure. Looks like they're a little bit disappointed that Potts didn't go for a particularly hard trick with the ball there. But that is not a good trick to go for. The ball jumping over the... Unless you're Halo Dude, then you can go for whatever... Halo Dude. You can go for whatever tricks you want.
Yeah.
Alright, Potts has picked up the tornado ability, which he's going to have to try to hold on to for the entirety of this world.
Yeah. It's like,
not an easy thing to do.
No, and especially in levels like 6-4, for example, it's very tight quarters. So you are really, your execution has to be really good.
And if you lose it, there is no backup.
No. You'd have to. I think World 5 Museum has still has tornado in this, but that's a bit of a backtrack. Nice job with bonkers.
Definitely.
But
Looks like Faster is making his way through pretty well through this level as well.
Very good 6-1 by Sonic. He finished Yogurt Yard at 29:20, so about a minute 37 between the two runners. Almost 2 levels at this point. But you know, who knows? 7-2 still awaits.
Anything can happen in 7-2.
Yeah. World 7 in general is not known for being particularly generous. 6-4 is, I believe, the last usage of my favorite music in the game.
Is this the same music that was in the airship, or am I mistaken?
I think it's a different tune. It's the one that's used mostly in Ice Cream Island.
Oh, yep, that's it. I am a fan of the airship music, though.
That's a good tune as well. The music's a little higher pitched in this version of the game compared to NES version, but still very good.
I have to look into that. I haven't played the NES version.
It's interesting compare contrast, if nothing else, but very good 6-4 by Potts, still holding on to his tornado. So is Supersonic as he gets ready to fight Bonkers in the galley, or whatever you want to call it. So 6-5, ice level. Well, a mix of ice and mountains. Closer to Rainbow Resort.
Potts has still managed to hold on to that tornado ability, which is good.
Yeah. Tornado to just make the ascent a little faster here. So I think that was 6-3 completion by Supersonic. Very good. So
Looks like Chooch is in the chat. One of his favorite rooms is coming up here in a second.
So yeah, in spite of the difference between the technically in the as far as their standings go, good. Going for gets the double kill. In spite of the distance between the two runners, which is about 2 levels, neither runner has really made a serious mistake overall.
Oh, here you go, Chooch. It's the Nut Shack, I believe he calls it.
The Nut Shack. So final Meta Knight Arena.
This one's hard with the ice physics. You're sliding all over the place. Kirby is a light character.
Yeah. But I think he's going to take a soft reset here, right? Have full health with Meta Knight. Yep.
Meta Knight has some RNG, whether or not he will block your attack.
Right.
So it's good to go in with a lot of health.
Well, that's a good start. Got 3 quick hits before he really did anything. Blocking a few. Very good fight.
Probably about average RNG, but he handled it very well.
Yeah, a good start to that fight. So 33-57 for Potts.
Sonic has managed to take his tornado all the way through to level 6 here, which is a very good thing.
2 more corridors and it'll all paid off, hopefully. Potts using the sword to get through block room.
Sonic gets the double star, but misses one of the ice guys.
We get some good RNG as compensation for missing, and takes them out a few
Definitely.
seconds later.
Potts did the second, what is it, mandatory
Yeah.
mix we have to get ball.
Mm-hmm.
You really need that ball for 7-2 coming up here.
Yes. Yes, the infamous 7-2.
If anybody is not familiar, 7-2 is a boss rush. If you go through that top door up there, you only have to fight, what is it, 4 instead of 7 bosses?
Something like that, but the bosses are harder.
Absolutely.
They're faster. They're faster, and they're just overall a tougher lot. Though some of them do appear in both. Ooh, that
Potts is getting thrown all over the place by
Fan.
Fan.
The Revenge of Fan.
We got him though.
Broke his snout, I think, on that last hit.
Sonic's doing also a soft reset before Meta Knight.
Good Bugsy fight. Got him in the air so he couldn't suplex him.
Ooh, MK thinks Potts might be en route to a PB, which would be exciting to see.
It wouldn't
It'll
be a
be tight.
stretch. I don't think it's a stretch. Based on his splits that I'm seeing, yeah, he's doing pretty well for himself. 36.08 for Supersonic. So again, two very good times going in for their as far as their respective PBs are concerned. 42.
For sure.
42.31 for Pottsachu and 47.43 for Supersonic. So, you wouldn't think there'd be a 2-minute 11-second difference going into Rainbow Resort.
Oh no. A double PB would be super exciting.
Yeah, last hyper of the game.
Sonic going for that ball mix and gets it easily. It's a pretty simple mix once you figure it out.
Yeah, it's all about knowing the order. So, again,
But this means that Sonic will be going into 7-2 now.
Yeah.
That could make or break his PB potential.
More than likely. So, see how that goes. Good fight with Bonkers.
Oh,
Got a death hit from Bonkers, but manages to hold on to ball. Now Fan.
oh, that's okay. Got him though.
Yeah, Karam shot. Good Bugsy fight.
Ooh, Pot's having bad luck there.
Yeah, got hit from behind.
Sniped by the fire guy. Those guys have names too. Not great with the names in this game.
Yeah,
But those fire guys, they like to get you.
Yeah, I know it. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody in the chat knows.
Burnin' Joe or something. I think I don't remember.
I don't know, but I like that name.
Yeah, going off Kirby Superstar on that one. So Potts do another soft reset for 7-5. One of my least favorite levels in the NES game. Crash here for a wheelie. Burnin' Leo, thank you, Lori. No,
right.
something burning or flaming.
Not quite the RNG that Potts was looking for.
No. So, but.
Oh, and you got that guy.
Okay. Yeah, this room here that Potts is in is probably my least favorite in the game. This is just really unpleasant. Even when you know the speed strats, it's not a lot of fun.
I'm starting to enjoy it, but I just got it down, so maybe it's the novelty of making it through sometimes.
Yeah. So, but had a little trouble with Wheelie, but a very good 7-5. So now we come to the nostalgia portion of our game, the 2-minute version of Kirby's Dream Land.
I kind of wish they made the enemies black and white as well, but I do like that they're easy to see.
Well, it would probably just been shades of gray and black and green and yellow like it was in the original GB version. If they really wanted to go that way.
Exactly, which would have probably been harder to see who's who.
Not too bad.
Maybe not. Yeah, that's true. I haven't played that game either.
They did a pretty good job of it in the NES version. So
Good deal.
so
Yeah, having wheel here makes it a lot faster than if you had lost wheel at some point.
yeah. So right now we're looking at a potential PB actually for both runners. Pottsachu is
Potts. Yep, Potts is going for the mix. Does not get it.
Yeah, he's looking.
He'll be going back to 7-4.
Yeah, he's gonna. You want ball here. Make the DDD fight a lot faster.
There's very easy to pick up of ball dudes at the beginning of 7-4, which is very convenient.
Reading MK Cocoons, indicating that it seems unlikely there will be no PB from Pottsachu, but he's still looking at perhaps a sub 43, which is pretty good considering this is a race.
That would only be about 30 seconds or so behind his PB, which for a race, yeah, that's fantastic.
So 41-17 going into Nightmare. So now we get the plot twist.
It wasn't DDD, it was this orb thing that caused all the problems.
Yeah, it's the Nightmare. Phase 1 of the fight. Stay as close as you can and try and minimize the amount of damage you take, but it really shouldn't be too difficult.
It's harder to hit him without getting hit yourself if you're close,
Yeah,
but you can shoot a lot faster when you're close. And hit a lot easier.
loop hit. So good first phase.
Nightmare does exactly the same thing every time. There is no RNG involved except where he appears on screen, but that doesn't really matter. With 2 health there, he should have no problem making it through.
No. So if he doesn't get a PB, which yeah, he's not going to get a PB, be about a low 43, I'd say. But Supersonic, meanwhile, he could break that and then some. He lost his wheel. That's going to hurt a little bit, but good to lose it there.
At this point, yeah.
It's negligible, but so yeah, the Nightmare, not a difficult fight. Just got to be a little careful with the timing, but overall, it's cool.
Very clean so far. Geez, I'm gonna need to practice here.
Yeah.
Both of these guys currently doing way better than I normally do.
Really cooking, so yeah. Sonic going for the ball. Double reverse.
Hey, there goes Potts. With a time of 43:13 here. Do you see what it is in the IRC?
SRL has it at 43:14, so, but still, that's outstanding. Great. And Sonic just finished off DDD at 43:35, so yeah, he's well on his way to a PB here. The only question is by how much. Obviously,
yeah, it's looking really good here.
But, he's looking really sharp right now.
Oh, hard to say anything. Just gotta watch.
Playing
Did the music disappear?
He's playing a little more defensively than Potts is. I think he realizes what he's got here. He's just like, all right, like, don't screw it up, don't screw it up, don't screw it up.
And at this point, he probably won't.
No, he's doing great.
Did the music stop on your end, or is it just me?
No, it did.
Okay.
So
No worries.
I always like the music in the NES version. It's got a real kind of like electric techno beat going on.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
So,
Pot's getting off his first hit right away. I'm not good at that first hit.
yeah, that first hit's always been it's always been a challenge for me in the NES because again, as you say, same timing. But yeah, it's really kind of like, okay,
It's
how do I get that
a little
exactly?
bit too high. Yeah.
I always end up being early, if anything. Ooh, missed phase 4, so he's gonna lose a couple of seconds there.
It's alright. He's still got that PB.
Yeah. So.
Yep, that's that one that's hard to hit again.
Yeah. Should be getting a reverse attack here in a minute, I would think. That's usually a late game attack. So, yep, quite. Yeah, all right.
Fantastic. That was definitely a PB there.
And FasterSuperSonic finishes with an official SRL time of 46 minutes and 1 second.
Which is over a minute faster than his current PB, at least according to Speedrun Live.
Minute and a half. That's incredible. That's extremely good execution.
Oh yeah, when you're under 50 minutes, a minute is a lot of time to save.
Yeah, really.
Very nice job by both racers. Any chance we can pull one of them in, or both of them in? You checking that out?
Yep.
All right, we will give them a second.
All right. So, Supersonic has both of them have indicated they're up for it.
Fantastic.
Gotta wait for them.
Sounds good. In the meantime, MK, be ready. You get to run against Pots next. I've got to get ready for Sonic. Alright, Pot says he's in the waiting room.
Yeah.
I don't see him though.
Yeah. It's.
MK, can you help him out? One second.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, there it is.
So, we welcome tonight our two runners, Pottsachu and FasterSuperSonic. GG's to both of you.
Hey, thank you guys so much. Thanks for the commentary.
Oh, no problem. So, I guess Supersonic will start with you. Your PB tonight, that's outstanding.
Yeah. Those last 3 worlds were really good.
Yeah, you held on to Tornado through World 6. Your execution was really good in World 7. 7-2 was very strong. No real hiccups for you throughout. I mean, it was just a lot of little things, but, you know, who knows?
I didn't see any major mistakes by anyone. It was very impressive.
Except my butter building. That was awful.
Yeah.
Well, it clearly wasn't that bad. You still got a very solid PB.
I didn't get the PB.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm missing P2.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Interjected on
That's alright, Pop. You did a great job, though.
Yeah.
You missed it by maybe 45 seconds?
Yeah, it was about 45 seconds behind PB.
Yeah. So, you know, both of you going in, you know, was there anything you really tried to work on or tried to practice before you started this race? It seemed like, you know, execution was very solid across the board. So was there anything you two really worked on beforehand?
You go ahead, Supersonic.
Well, 7-2.
7-2.
Can't go wrong practicing that one.
And the nightmare fight, so I wouldn't have the same thing happen as the last race.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It paid off.
Yeah. So, Potts, was there anything you really worked on?
Not getting salty.
Well,
You can't play this game salty.
yeah.
I thought it was very funny that I got hit on the second enemy. That was like the moment I would normally reset, but I had to just be like, nah, I'm good, man. Just go. But I had a very, very awful butter building. Ended up losing 30 seconds of that split.
Yeah, I guess I could see where, there were a couple of spots where things weren't quite going your way, but overall, after that, you seem to kind of find your rhythm again.
I golded Orange Ocean by like 10 seconds. So I know that was solid.
Which
Very
one did
good looking Orange Ocean.
Which one did you gold?
Orange Ocean.
Oh, yeah, it's like both of you did outstanding, holding on to Tornado and really just flying through that. Yeah, I know, Potts, I feel like the one real difference as far as your two-run race, the 2 runs were concerned was you got a perfect mini-boss fight in 6-6.
Oh, yeah?
I think so.
Got a question for you in chat there, Potts. What was your time on Orange Ocean?
That was a 6:14.
I clocked it at 6:14 as well. I was tracking splits, so 6:14 sounds about right.
Yeah, it was a 6:14. It was pretty solid. The problem with my PB is that my last 3 splits were all golds, but I have 26 seconds of time saving Grape Garden, so I have to try to get ahead and then just not screw up for the rest of it. But
yeah, and
Stressful.
just incidentally, Supersonic split for Orange Ocean was, by my calculations, about 6:48.
man, dude,
So,
Fast Supersonic, you need to get down here in the 42s, man.
tonight was a good start on that front.
Absolutely.
So,
Hopefully, I'll see you in the other bracket if I don't beat Cocoon.
okay. So, in that.
And Sonic, I will see you in the bracket next.
Oh ho ho! That's gonna be a good one.
So incidentally, so I'm just gonna pull up the standings here. So MK Cocoon and Pottsachu will face each other in round 3. And in the losers bracket will be FasterSuperSonic will apparently be Sentimental Spoon will be playing each other, and then they will play, and Rainmakers will be playing the winner of that match.
Oh, I didn't notice that there was one in there. I thought it went straight up to me.
No, not quite, but
No, that's good. I get more time to practice.
if I'm reading this bracket correctly, and I certainly hope I am, that's the way it breaks down. So
You are. I checked.
okay, so that's all I really have. Rainmakers, you have anything else to add?
Nothing else other than make sure you follow those 2
Yeah,
runners. They did a great job today.
yeah, great racing. Give them a follow if you haven't already. They did. This was a really good race, and it was about a 3-minute difference. But in terms of execution, and given their respective PBs, it was a very good race.
Thank you guys so much for the commentary, and thanks to all the viewers for coming by and watching us run.
All right, thanks you guys. So with that, I think we will be signing off. I'm Pro A007. I was glad to be able to commentate for you all tonight, and thanks to Rainmakers for her excellent assistance and her expert advice.
Absolutely. And next on this channel will be yet some more, a link to the past randomizer.
Oh
So-
God, I got to do my race on Sunday. Oh,
good luck with that. When are you racing?
4 in the afternoon Central Time. I was actually supposed to do it tonight, but I dinged my wrist yesterday, so I was like, yeah, I'll just reschedule. I don't want to play with a gimpy wrist.
Of course. All right. Well, I guess we will let them get back to their regularly scheduled Legend of Zelda.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.